Today, I want to help give you a better understanding on what you can do about your negative thoughts and emotions. And if you're just feeling stuck and anxious, maybe even depressed, I'm going to give you some wisdom that has really helped me. So stick with me to the end and I'll give you some tools what you can do right away. So we're going to talk about addictions. Most of us think addictions are drug, alcohol, sex, maybe even codependence. What I really want to talk about are the addictions we don't know. So stay with me here. Follow this. We get addicted to our thoughts and our feelings. I know. I've been studying this my whole life, and I'm absolutely loving this wisdom because it shows us the power we have to change. So, addiction is not what we think. To me, it is so much more. We are all addicts. And the reason why I say that is because there are some of us where your life is going great, but then all of a sudden you get a trigger or you feel down and you're like, what is going on? If this resonates with you, or you've felt stuck for many years or your whole life, there's this weight on you. This is one tool that really might help you, and I would love to hear in the comments if it does. So by the end, when you practice some tools I'm going to give you, give it some time and then let me know what's happening. So in our brains and in our bodies, we're constantly sending signals, bottom up, top down, bottom up. So your nervous system is going, hey brain, da da da, and your brain is saying, oh hey body, da da da. So if your body's feeling love and expansion and joyful, it's telling the brain, I feel pretty good. And then the brain's going, I feel good, I'm worthy. Oh my gosh, I love life. And then those thoughts and chemicals are going back down to the body, and the body's like, oh my God, I feel amazing. And it just keeps expanding like a little child, full of life and joy and wonder. Now let's move away from all that. What happens when you're just like, oh my gosh, I feel this anxiety in my body. This is real. People are telling me it's not real, but I know it's real. And the brain's like, yeah, I feel like shit. Excuse my language. I feel awful. I'm depressed. I can't feel anything. I'm having anxiety attacks. And then that sends signals back to the body, and the body's feeling all this charge of adrenaline and tension. And then those signals are talking back to the brain, and the brain's like, yeah, I don't feel good. Why I'm spelling this out like this, and one of the people I studies is Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I will leave his link in the description so you can study more, because when we have wisdom, we have the power to change. If we don't have wisdom, we feel stuck. So be grateful, be happy right now that maybe you're learning something new on this video today, or it doesn't have to even be from me, from Dr. Joe Dispenza or somebody, where that grain, I always say that little nugget, it just pushes you forward to get through your stuff, to feel better. I mean, that's what are we looking for online? Why are we all here in this life? It is to return to our greatness, to return to that divine state like a child. To enter the kingdom of heaven, we must be childlike. What does that mean? Full of joy, love, wonder, present. And a lot of us are struggling with that. We're not there. And the reason why it feels so bad is because our heart and our soul, our true essence, the childlike wonder in us, is trying to get back to that. And so when it's not, we move away from that, we feel worse. So that wisdom really helps me too. It's like, okay, wait, I'm not crazy. I feel terrible because I'm moving away from my divine state. Ooh, that already pushed me closer from knowing my truth and who I am. And then this addiction piece is so important. So when you wake up in the morning and boom, there go those chemicals starting to tell you, here we go, another day. You keep creating, we as humans keep creating that internal neural nets in our brain and body that send out that signal, and then our life reflects that back to us. So what you want to start doing right away is being aware of that internal dialogue and sensations, and just say, okay, I'm in the awareness observing this dance my body and mind are doing. It doesn't matter how bad it is. I want you to observe it, and you could even write it down. Oh, I'm saying this to myself. Ooh, and my body's responding with this kind of tension or anxiety, or you could do words like heavy, fast, tight. oh, wow, look what my body and mind are doing. What is this dance they're doing? What is this addiction? See, when I started seeing psychologists and learning this work, I was like, wait a minute. You're saying I want that state. No, I don't. Well, what they're saying is it's comfortable. We know what it is, so our body keeps firing those signals to that negative state. That's a better way to say it. It's not what we want. We're trying to get away from that. And then that's why we create so much struggle and feeling crazy, because we really want to feel something different. However, when they say it's our comfort zone, and again, that even didn't ring true to me. How is our comfort zone? It's not comfortable. It's awful. What they're saying is this. In my terminology and what I've learned, I love this wisdom that I've been studying, is we're addicted to it. It's just like if you eat too much sugar. I notice if I eat sugar for quite a few days in a row, sorry, I'm talking fast, I'm going fast, because when I watch videos, I want to get to the point. I don't have a lot of time. Let's get through this. But you can message me, comment, slow down if I need to. So then I want more sugar. So any substance, you're creating chemicals in your body that say, give me more, give me more. Okay, so to interrupt those is going to feel uncomfortable. So number one, awareness. Stay aware. What are you thinking and feeling? Close your eyes, go within, write it down. Become the scientist of yourself. Number two is you're going to start detaching from that. And that's going to be uncomfortable. So you're going to be blank. You're going to try to go picture the universe. You're up in the sky and the stars, and you're looking down at the earth. You're in like a void of nothingness. You're divine. You're out in nature. What are the trees and the sky and the ocean and the birds saying? Nothing. Practice being blank. Be a blank screen. And then here come those thoughts. Here come those feelings. And you go back to awareness. Awareness, blank screen. Okay, I'm going to go into this nothing, this void. God, the universe, the divine, nature. It's quiet. It's not blabbering. It's not having anxiety attacks. So I want you to practice. You're going to observe your state. And I'm not saying that your thoughts and feelings don't feel real. They are real. They hurt. But we have to break our addiction to them because we learn them from childhood. We learn them from our parents. It's multi-generational. Don't beat yourself up. You're going to start breaking those patterns today. So you're going to close your eyes. You're going to go within and say, I am the creator of my life. You could write this down. I am an awareness. I am a soul that leaves this body, because unless you believe you're only this body and there's no life force or energy in you, which is hard to believe because we're magical miracles beating hearts, blood through the body, making babies. I am so much more than this body. So I'm going to be the awareness and the pure consciousness behind it all. And then I'm going to try to be that blank void of that awareness. And when I say void, it's just so that your mind can be like a blank screen, you could say, or out in the starry night sky, or picture something that doesn't have those thoughts and feelings. What you're doing there is breaking your addiction to the cycle of drama or trauma and pain. It is not easy. This takes work, but it is the best work you will ever do in your life for yourself and the ones you love. This is where it starts. This is where we create freedom. Then what I want you to do, so I'm going fast now, that these steps I'm giving you could take you weeks. You could just work on one of them every day, every night. If you could do it 3 times a day, 5 minutes a day, you will make progress. Morning, middle of the day, and evening. You take 5 minutes, you close your eyes, and you go within. You be that awareness. You try to get to a more blank state. Doesn't matter if they come in. Settle your body back down. Feel your breath coming in and out. And just start practicing having less thoughts. Be the awareness. Be in the nothing. Oh, and then number 3, I had it and I lost it. I'll get back to it. Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. But give yourself time to practice these tools. This is what real meditation is all about. You're breaking the cycle of addiction in your body and mind so that those neural nets don't keep firing and wiring together. So don't beat yourself up if you take steps back. Steps back are steps forward. The victory is in settling your body back down and getting still, feeling your breath, and practicing these tools of being the awareness, being in the blank space of less thoughts. And every time those thoughts come up, you're going to observe them and go back to your vision of just nothing. And then 3, what I want you to do, yes, make sure you're feeling your breath go in and out. That's a good way to slow everything down, calm it down. And now you're going to start to program new neural nets. That's what I wanted to say, because it's so simple that I was like, wait, I thought I had something more complicated to say. The 3rd step is now from becoming the awareness and going into the unknown, where you're just this starry night sky or out in nature, whatever's just quiet and still for you. Again, do not say to yourself, I can't do this, I can't meditate. This is all of us as humans. We have to keep settling the body and the mind back down. Observe it. Say, I see you thoughts, I hear you. Okay, what are you doing? I'm going back to my image of calm clarity and staying as blank as I can for as long as I can. Here comes another thought. Don't worry about it. The 3rd step is now you are starting to create new neural nets in your body and mind that say peace. It's quiet. This is what divine love is. That's what I was getting to. This is where my heart can start to feel. I thought the heart, in order to feel love, something had to happen or you had to be with someone you love. I am learning it is none of that. The state of divine love, you know where it really lies? In the absence of thoughts and feelings and focusing on the heart center. So I really want you to practice these 3 steps of awareness, going into the nothing where it's more quiet, and then going into your heart center and starting to tell yourself things like, I am worthy, I am love, I do feel love, I will feel love without anything in this void of nothingness. This is how children are born. Little babies, why do they smile and look at you with such a divine sense of wonder and love? Because that is where we come from. And this is how we get present and get back to it. We observe, we go into the nothing, then we tune into our heart centers and start to sense. Please don't give up on yourself. If you don't feel anything for a while, it could take weeks, it can take months, it can take years. But don't even have that in your mind. Don't worry about the length of time. I just don't want you to give up if it's not happening in days or hours or minutes. For some people, they have awakenings right away. Others might take decades. It doesn't matter. Don't think about time, because in the spirit world, there is no time. Past, future, and present, we're all here right now. So forget about your heavy past. Don't worry about your future. In the now, you are the awareness of the nothing and a heart-centered soul creature getting back to your divine state. So I hope that helped for today. Try it out. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck.